welcome back to Danny Part English Reading Show. I'm going to read you the Horrible Harry and the Stolen Cookie by Susie Klein, pictures by Amy Woomer, Part 2, Chapters 3 and 4. Do you seen Chapter 1 and 2 I read you? Yeah. This story is going to be better than Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. Are you ready? Yeah, let's explore this chapter together. Chapter 3. Dash for cash. That afternoon, we lined up for gym class. Usually, Harry bawled for the door. He likes to be at first. Today, he didn't seem to care. He just went to the end of the line. Man, I thought, Harry's still sulking. When we got to the gym, Mr. Deltoid had a surprise for us. He was holding a big sign that said, Dash for cash. Harry stood on his tiptoes to read it. Boys and girls, Mr. Deltoid said. As you know, the third graders at South School are earning money for this week for the charities for their choice. I thought you might like to continue that money earning spree in gym today. See this poster? Everyone read in the words Dash for cash and nodded, even Harry. Every time you run a lab, you earn $1. Mr. Deltoid pointed to the white Monopoly money bill taped to the bottom of the poster. I'll keep track of your earnings. Ready? Harry started running in place. Go! Mr. Deltoid shouted. Harry took off like a roadrunner. He passed people one by one, but he got to the first corner of the gym and rounded the turn. Harry led the pack. He tried to catch up with him, but he was out of reach. Dexter was hot on his heels. Sangre and Ida were tied for third. I could see their hair swinging back and forth. Hey, Henry, I called out, pressing hard. I know you're fast, but not this fast. Dexter was humming his album tune. I'm feeling it, he said. I'm running like a hound dog. Then he sang, You are nothing but a hound dog. Then he followed Harry round the next turn. Harry looked over his shoulder at Dexter. They're side by side now. Harry gave Dexter a thumbs up sign. Wow, I thought. Harry's back. Dexter kept bobbing his head to the tune of his album song. By the 10th lap, I was losing speed. When Juju and Sid passed me, I joined Mary in the rest station. She had been the first one to stop. 2 laps, and I was done. Mary held up 2 white $1 bills. How much did you earn, Doug? 11, I said, a little out of breath. Mary looked up and saw Henry round the gym again. Harry likes his running for real money, she said. I watched Harry as he finished another lap. Then he got closer to me. I rubbed his fingers together and yelled, Moolah, moolah. Oh no, I thought. Could Mary be right? Harry was at the end of the line when we got to gym. Then he see the money taped to the bottom of Mr. Deltoid's sign. It was a white bill from a multiply game, not a green dollar bill with George Washington's face on it. I plopped on the gym floor next to Mary. One by one, other kids started joining us. They were pooped too. Finally, Dexter sat down with 2 yellow bills and a pink 5. But Harry was still running. Mr. Deltoid clapped his hands. Good job, guys, he said. Now that you're done, you can play ring toss, beanbag toss, or jump rope. Then we all got up and chose activity in the center of the gym. Stop when you're tired. Mr. Deltoy's car to Harry. 10 minutes later, Henry finally collapsed. He was out of breath and dripping wet when the gym teacher handed him the cash he had earned. 3 yellow tans, 1 pink 5, and 2 white ones. Mr. Deltoy said, "Congratulations, Harry. Harry. You earned the most money." "Huh?" Henry's mouth dropped open. "Is this play money?" he gasped. "You can keep it," Mr. Deltoy said. "You worked hard for it." Harry stared at the $37 in his sweaty hand. Slowly, he let the play money slide from his fingers onto the floor. "Okay, kids," Mr. Deltoy shouted, "time to line up." Then he motioned for Harry to pick up his money. He did. When the teacher had his back turned, Harry threw all of it into the trash can. Mary was right. Harry was dashing for real money. My question was, why? Chapter 4. Why Harry ran so hard. The last hour of the day, Harry put his head down on the desk and stared at the floor. Everyone, including the teacher, thought that Harry was exhausted. After all, he had just run 37 laps. But I know better. Harry was bummed about the play money. I just didn't know why. Miss Mackle went to the whiteboard and took out her red marker. "As you know, we're having a sharing and caring tax day on Thursday," she said. "I counted the votes while you were in the gym. I am happy to tell you which 3 charities will record our donations. We are so many wonderful rules to choose from." Lots of people stared at clapping when they read the names on the whiteboard. ASPACA, the American Society for the President Certainly to Animals. UNSICAF, the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. GSUSA, Girl Scouts of the United States of America. "Yes!" Mary blurted out. "I want each of you to make a poster for one of these charities thought for homework." Miss Marker said, "Please use the interviews. You hang your poster in front of your desk for our tax sale." Juzu was beaming. "Yahoo! Uncle Leaf won! My great-grandfather lives in Lebanon. Then she told me they help poor and sick children there. I vote that charity too," Song Lee added. UNIF helps children in Korea, and that's where I was born. My aunt, Son Lee, told me UNIF cleaned up the polluted water near our old house. Miss Margaret smiled. "All right," she said. "Now, do any of you know what you will be selling at your tax sale?" Ida spoke first. "Song Lee taught me how to make friendship bracelets. We've made 2,000 already." Song Lee held up so we can see the one on her waist. "The maker color strings are all braid together. Do you think 15 cents is fair?" she asked. It's worth at least a quarter, I said. Suddenly, and I bounced up and down in their seats. They liked the price. I shared next. I bring a box of used children's books. They're good, though. Now one page is ripped out, and I'm not selling the books my brother scribbled in. Wonderful, Miss Macker replied. We can sell used things, but they should be in good condition. Can we bake something? Mary asked. I want to make cholula rolls. I love breaking the dough before it goes into the oven. That's a great idea, Miss Mac replied. But all baked goods must be wrapped in foil for plastic for sanitary reasons, and what will make it easier for the children to take their home. Mary nodded. Oh, I'll be sure to wrap each roll very carefully. I nudged Harry. He was still slouched over his desk, and I wanted to cheer up. Hey, you could bake something too. Your grandma could help. Grandma's boogers bake cakes and cookies all the time. She runs bakery business out of her own kitchen. Harry said, no, I can't ask her, Doug. He lowered his voice. Grandma's stove broke down. I can't bake anything until she gets her oven fixed. We have to save every nickel and dime for the repair job. It's expensive. Oh boy, I thought. So that was the reason Harry ran so hard for cash. And why he couldn't offer the hot lunch on sausage day. Harry had a money problem. That's the bad, I said. Don't tell anyone, Harry whispered. Grandma says we shouldn't talk about our money problems. But if you ask and talk about it, maybe someone could help, I whispered back. No, just forget it, okay? Harry insisted. Okay, I replied. I won't mention your stove again. I rustically sealed for packed with a knuckle tap. Then Harry went to get a drink of water. After Harry had walked away, Mary leaned over and said, Did you just say stove? We're getting a new one this week. It's going to be buttercup yellow to match a newly painted kitchen. Well, goody for you, I snapped. What did I say? Mary asked. Nothing, Mare. Forget it, I shouted. Nothing, Mare. Forget it. I couldn't tell Mary about Harry's money problem. He had asked me to keep it private, and he trusted me. The teacher stopped listening things on the whiteboard and turned around. Please don't forget to take home notice for your parents about our sharing and caring tax sale on Tuesday. And remember to use the charities in generals on your posters. Everyone watched the teacher erase most of the board. Only in inches of the charities are left. When I looked over at Harry, he was standing in the middle of the room staring at the whiteboard. Oscar, Winchief, Gerzel. Suddenly Harry rushed back to his seat. I've got it! He shouted. Got what? I asked. My favorite charity! Harry shouted. The GS Round! Mary cheered. Woo, whippy! Harry's going to help earn money for the Girl Scouts! Harry nodded. Go GS! He shouted, punching the air with his fist. Why was Harry so excited to earn money for Girl Scouts? Harry raised his eyebrows. GS, get it, Duggo? He whispered. No, I can really help Grandma. What was Harry up to? Chapter 5, The GS Found. I'm going to read chapter 5, the just found chapter, in another day. Do you like chapter 3 and chapter 4? Yeah. If you want more stories of Horrible Harry and the Stolen Cookie, search for YouTube. You can search Horrible Harry and the Stolen Cookie, chapters 3 and 4. Thank you for reading this book with me. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.